You've seen better days.
Seems to be me most days.
Charlie sent me a telegram, said you'd be up here.
I ain't been awake long. Why don't you go ahead and take a seat or something? I'd stand, but I can't really stand all that well. Do me a favor, kid, and give me a minute just to finish this drink.
Yeah, you're fine.
How you doing, kid?
Not so well. Lara, she's sick.
Sick?
Yeah, she came down with some kind of fever or something. Been resting for a little while. I just gotta lay ahead, taking care of her. She's sleeping then. But what better time to come and see you while she's resting?
Appreciate the visit.
Yeah, well, Charlie told me what happened. In that telegram. Why?
Killed her daddy, that's why.
Who, that fucking butler?
Yeah. They killed Amanda, so we killed him.
Only met him the once. You know what he was trying to do?
This
He was trying to become my bodyguard.
Huh?
Ran into him once outside of Armadillo. I was talking to Millie and Evelyn. This is when I was going through those times of my memory problems. He was listening in on the conversation and trying to back up my argument and was offering to become my bodyguard and everything like this. Seems like he was destined to run to the barbarians at some point or another, I guess.
You know the story? Do you not?
Little details here and there. Jinx told me that she was the one who got Amanda killed.
Here's the long and short of it. The guy asked me guns, knives or fists after we shit-talked each other in Blackwater. I said guns. I gunned him down in Thieves Landing. His ego couldn't fucking handle it. Declared war on my folk, and when I found him I said I don't beat on wounded dogs, and I let them walk out of the meeting. They killed Amanda, Jinx and Ernie. We killed Ernie. I thought Jinx had let it lie in the past. The impression I got was that she was done, that it was over. But apparently not, because she found me in the telegram office, pulled the gun on me, took me to the same piss shack where they killed Amanda, where we killed Ernie. Muttering to herself and whatnot, pacing back and forth. Looked like she had an idea but didn't know how to execute it until she finally did. And now here I am. Every action has a reaction. Mine just happened to catch up to me.
Yeah. Well, I think little Jinxie has a bit of a bite on her. She may have come off sweet and innocent for the most part, but... well... if you didn't show up in Thieves Landing when you did, I'm pretty sure there was probably a chance I might get shot down by her too. She is... someone who has a very big chip on her shoulder.
She's strategic, she's pragmatic, she waited months. I could tell.
Definitely more aware than meets the eye.
You see, she waited for my whole gang to fall apart before she did it, which in a way is smart. Don't know about honourable, but smart. Where have you heard that story before, huh? Waiting months to avenge a fallen figure, and executing
yourself, a Cucamonga. That was my first thought too.
There you go, kid. Truth be told, I see a lot of myself in that kid's decision. There was a time where I was in the exact same one, and I stopped at nothing to get what I wanted.
Well, we were all kids once, right? I mean, was there ever a time when you were younger and you had a score to settle with somebody?
All the time.
I think you know better than most about avenging someone you've lost.
Yeah. There's something not quite right with her. I know that look because I've seen that look in a lot of places. Seen it. Seen it in the mirror sometimes. She didn't seem like she knew what to do at one point. She seemed afraid, and I gave her a little push. Told her that after her father was shot, I spat on his corpse. That seemed to do it. Didn't take much. But I was tired of them gallivanting around the West like what happened ain't happened.
Barbarians haven't been a thing for a while now. Why do you think she waited so long?
She pretty much admitted that, well, waiting until the barbarians fell apart was a strategic move. Easier to go after someone when you know they don't have a gang behind them. I don't give a fuck about the reasoning though. She did something, I guess.
I imagine something like that will go unanswered though. From the sounds of things, Amanda died, and as a result they lost one of their own. It feels about as blood as it can get, right?
Blood this,
But
blood
I
that.
guess
Blood could have stopped the moment Ernie and I had that gunfight in Thieves Landing. That's when it was settled for me, but his ego couldn't handle it. We agreed to settle our differences in Thieves Landing. I shot the fella down and then he declared war on my folk a few days later. Didn't have to go like this, really didn't. I don't regret what happened to him though. I won't take back any decision I've made. I stand by it all.
you shouldn't. I don't think anyone would ever question you on that. You lost someone
I killed.
because of
We killed her piece of shit father because they killed Amanda. That's all there is to it. We've all lost in this.
yeah, exactly. Seems so senseless, right? But is there really any sense in the life we live? I guess some moments. Sometimes you have to shoot down someone who's pushing you around. But it seemed like the issue was between you and Ernie. And as a result, someone else died because of it. That had nothing to do with it. Amanda and I didn't actually get along for a little bit. We kinda fell out sometimes, but when I was hurt, she was concerned for me. And was always willing to take care of me when I was injured. She was a good person. I mean, sure, she was not innocent by any means. Still had her morals. I don't know a whole lot about that butler. And it just sounds like he got what was coming to him. And this jinx, this jinx is not satisfied. Going after you. I just don't want...
Truth be told, she just strikes me as a frightened girl trying to amend something from the past. Shooting me, I don't know if that's gonna give her the peace she wants, but maybe it has.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? You posed that same question to me one time. Whether me hurting people was something that I enjoyed or not. Would be something very similar for her. Isn't that thrill that we all seek? Or it could be a lot more personal than that.
You can't shoot someone's father and expect nothing to come from it. I was expecting that day for quite a while. The only surprise was that it didn't happen sooner. But I suppose she chose the right time. After my gang had fallen apart, naturally I'd be an easier target. Alone and in a telegram office.
If there's anything I've learned in my little life I've lived so far, is sometimes being alone can make you the most dangerous.
Some of the best work I've
Because a
done
lot
is
of the
when I'm
time.
alone.
Absolutely.
Some of the best work you've done is when you're alone, kid.
No thundering hooves to warn them when you're coming. No grandiose bravado that a lot of these gangs like to do when they puff up their chests and shout to the heavens who they are and they want everyone to know about it. Sometimes all it takes is one person just to walk up to you from behind or in front, it don't really matter, and then shoot you down. Sometimes life can just be that simple.
What she did to me, ask yourself, is that any different from what I did to Cucamonga?
Well, it's not really.
It's the price we pay for the life we live.
Did she at least give you the grace of making you face her before she did it?
Yeah. Had me in that piss shack, pointed a gun right at me, asked me to pick spots where I wanted to be shot. I just said, for once in your life, make your own fucking decision, you petulant child. And so she chose, and then everything went black.
When I got the telegram, I was not myself. Laura knew it. I was afraid you were not gonna make it through.
At this point, I'm just waiting for the day where I see black and I don't see light no more. I somehow always manage to wake up though, for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, just make sure when it is your final time, it's out of this place. You and Dolly still have a good fighting chance of making it out of here.
Have you spoken to Dahlia? Have you spoken to anyone else? I only just woke up today.
No. No. It was just been me and Laura most of the day. And she came down with a fever. I don't know what you are planning to do with Jinx, and I would gladly help you, but with Laura sick, I don't think I can leave her side behind it right now.
Truth be told, I don't know what's going to happen in the coming weeks, months. The only thing I'm focused on right now is checking my telegrams. See if you could give me a ride. An old piece of dust like me could use one.
I think I can definitely do that for you. As long as Dahlia doesn't yell at me for it.
No, well, Dahlia ain't here.
I don't know if you're grounded or not.
You should know this better than anyone. No one can ground me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh god. Thank you for the raid, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome on in. Aye, aye, aye. You got us at a good time. We have woken. Appreciate the raid. Great podcast, by the way. I tuned in a bit earlier, but it's really good to talk about those things and air them out.
Oh, well, that was unexpected.
Who's that?
I have no idea.
You get me to Benedict, I can check me telegrams from there.
Yeah, sure thing. I think if we took off from that cabin a few seconds earlier, he might have wiped us out. You know if Alice is still around?
I don't know.
Well, you'll probably need her. Hey, we're being followed.
That's my friend. That's my friend.
Hello.
Good to see you're alive, Desert. There's a bunch of people at the fort. Not sure who.
Can you'll get me to Benedict and maybe I'll pay the fort a visit, see what's going on.
Sure. I'll go with you.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too.
Oh,
Man.
Des, I've signed you up for some classes.
Please
Oh,
don't
yeah.
tell me it's scum.
What are you talking about, kid?
You,
I have a fucking telegram.
you're gonna
to
be,
read
you're
you.
gonna be, you're gonna be teaching a classroom.
What do you mean teaching a classroom?
Well, I'll tell you when we get to Benedict. I got a telegram to read you.
People want to learn
Don't
something.
worry, I think. Yeah, I've also invited Dolly.
God.
She's also gonna be teaching a class.
Oh God, who
What's
wants
she
to?
teaching?
How to make
Quickly.
dynamite.
That's
You're
good.
gonna be teaching principles, Dazzle.
Truth be told, I don't really think many people out here are worth the lessons, but I guess we'll see. You have to be worthy of those teachings.
You'll never
and-
you'll never know that until you get to know them, right?
I
I
also
suppose
signed
not.
up Alice, but I don't think she'll attend.
You just send telegrams for people being teachers.
I sent telegrams to everybody for being teachers, yes. I even signed up Cheddar too.
Oh God, these people know that these people are not gonna come.
Probably no, but I signed them all up anyway.
I mean, Daz and Dahlia could go for sure.
Alice is definitely going to be teaching criminal medical. You're on principles. Cheddar's on the history of the West.
It's really not hard, just don't be a fucking disloyal snake coward. But a lot of people seem to not understand the basic fundamentals of what being in the West is about these days. Times are changing.
Oh, that's also one of your subjects, how to not be a Muppet.
I didn't see that on the syllabus.
I signed up Gideon and Preston too. I've signed everybody in that class.
I'm willing to bet we have no telegrams, guys. We're too old, man. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit.
Well,
you
to be
check your
fair, I
telegrams,
felt
I
bad
will
for Scum.
Read
They said
this
that
to
the
you.
only people they had teaching the classes
Oh,
was
God.
Bedlam Gang, and I was like, no. we can do you better than that.
All right, this is from Bingo. Scum. Enroll now. School of crime, unlawfulness, and matrimony. Don't know why matrimony's in there. Student enrollment open. Our roster of teachers is full. Maybe you did get teachers signed up. Now it's your turn to learn the trade. Classes begin with Criminal Theory 101. Only 12 students, spots available, no law dogs. In no particular order, courses included in the syllabus are Criminal 101, Intro into the Life, lockpicks and safe dials, disguises, rise and shine moonshine class, drug crafting and distribution, explosives and diversion tactics, hand-to-hand combat, solo work, or surviving without a crew, getaway techniques and escape planning, the art of gallery theft, gang tactics and team-based scores, covert operations and fencing, criminal first aid or medical, and then there's an exam, and then a graduation.
Also, I signed up
By
Barton for.
some lady named Billy.
I signed up Barton, so he's going to be teaching how about guns and everything. I've signed up Chick on how to test people.
Yeah, that'd be a good one for Bat Clancy. Testing your own gang members.
I've signed up Hades. Signed up Hades to teach about fence criminal activity. I was going to sign up your sister too for about how to cut off fingers and limbs, but...
Speaking of Bat, I do have something to tell you, Desert.
Yeah, give me a second. I just got a telegram from the culprit herself.
Got a telegram from Jinx?
Yeah, it says, if you lived, I hope you keep your word. Go for the source.
What's the source?
The source is her, Gabe. No one else. Alright, can you take me somewhere to talk?
Sure.
Tell me what you need to tell me. So I've just woken up today, I don't know next to nothing.
Where are we gonna go? There's too many people at the Fort Plainview.
Yeah,
Plainview is as good as any.
So that tells me Jinx is afraid we're gonna go after her loved ones. From what I gather, that's her pretty much expressing her hope that we don't go after people she cares about. If I'm reading that correctly.
Yep. I think I'll stand.
Anyone have like a cigar or actually I've got a cigarette. Yeah. The floor is yours.
Well, I can tell you that your woman ain't happy. For obvious reasons.
I don't suppose she would be.
Whether or not what she's gonna do about it, I don't know. She said it's gonna be handled the way it should have been handled. After that, about a day later, I think, Lou informed me that Jinx now runs with the Good Boys, or whoever they are.
Okay. Do you know how recent this joining of the Good Boys was?
Not sure. He just told me that because of the fact that you got shot.
So she shot me.
Not saying that's why. Not saying that's why she's joined. I'm saying he let me know to tell me basically that she got people.
Funny how, you know, I get shot, then soon after she's with the new gang.
I mean, I get it. Seems
I get it too, partner. I get it too.
Scared. Well, other than that, information-wise, don't got too much. Nothing else has really been happening.
Hey, back Listerine.
I know bounty hunters have been moving like crazy.
So I hear. Did you?
I had an altercation in Coulter with some law over someone who was
Hey,
wanted
Rowdy.
that said they were also being chased by bounty hunters.
Good
They're from out
guys.
west. They're alone, and you know, I just kind of felt bad that somebody was being hounded. Got away though.
You mentioned Dahlia. What did she said? Something about handling it. What do you mean? Do you know any more?
She
of
asked
this?
me if I was gonna help her
Help her do what?
go after whomever, I guess.
What do you? Whomever.
I don't know if
whoever.
that with her and the
What
way
is
that
Dahlia
she used
doing,
to
man?
be, you know,
What
with
is-
the bastards? Who knows? I know if she had the choice, she'd go after Jinx, but I know that the way that they used to be, you know, she might go after Jinx's loved ones. Make her watch. She asked me if I was going to help, and I told her, you know, if it comes to defending you because people show up and they want you, or, you know, stuff like that, that's one thing, but I ain't going out and hunting nobody.
That was.
You know, I was mulling it over in my head, and Amanda was taken from us, and the person who did it's dead. So as far as I'm concerned, I got what I needed, right?
You know, I knew the bastards a long time. I knew Vern before he was even a bastard. Bastard tactic number one is go after the loved ones. I never agreed with it. I never stood by that. And I've never done it. You go after the source of the problem. I don't agree with what
That's
Dahlia is doing.
It's got to be a conversation between you and her. I told her I'd give her information on Jinx as I got it, but other than that, that's all I was doing.
If she's going after fucking loved ones of people and doing all that bastard things she learned from there, that, you know, she can do that without me. That ain't how I roll.
Shit, she might fucking kill you herself, then. I mean, the conversation was had that if you were awake and could make a choice, maybe things would be different, right? At the time, though, she was emotional. You had been shot. We don't know if you're going to live or die. I think it's worth having a conversation with her.
Yeah, all I'm saying
I
is...
do think she's right, though, that this should have been handled originally one way, and that's if you had a fucking problem with them and they were running their mouth, you should have shot them down then and there. But other than that,
This all stemmed from Ernie's ego, and he challenged me to a gunfight. I shot him down, he couldn't handle that, he declared war on my people. Could have just ended at Thieves Landing, could have just ended at that meeting, could have just ended with Amanda, could have just ended with Ernie. Could have ended with me, it could end with me right now. But I'll tell you this right now. The way she was pacing back and forth, muttering to herself. Something possesses that kid, something else. I've seen it before.
Like what?
You saw me at my worst, Gabe.
Sure.
Sometimes we think things drive us and we think we hear things that aren't actually there. But, Gabe, stop me when you've heard this story before. Someone dies, could be a mentor figure, a father figure, and you wait months to get back at them. All you can think about is your one goal. All you can think about is getting this done for the sake of someone who ain't here no longer. And even though they're not here no longer, you feel like they're watching you and you feel like they're expectant of you to get this one thing done. And you wait months and you see your chance and you take it. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it sounds like what you did to Cucamonga. I ain't here to judge you. Trust me, I get it. I understand why she did it.
That's the point
But
I'm
the way that
making.
Dahlia's gonna see it doesn't mean that she gets away with it.
Sure.
Can't really judge Dahlia's tactics. I mean, I did something very similar myself.
I'm just saying, have a conversation with her.
I will. The point I was making is exactly it. What she did to me ain't no different from what I did to Cucamonga.
Now, what I think y'all should do, as my opinion, I think you need to scrounge up as much money as possible and take that woman and go to Canada with Mills and them.
I agree with Gabe. But like I said, I would help you out with this if Alara didn't have this fever going on. Bedbound, and I can't leave her side for too long.
I understand
Yeah.
that. You know,
Civilization's encroaching on us, brother. Slowly but surely. They're moving Blackwaters further out here, and they're gonna choke the life out of us. Slow death, not fast. Soon there'll be nowhere to hide except across that river.
They're moving west, they're moving south. The only places they haven't moved is north. That's the direction it start heading.
I don't know what's going to happen in the next weeks or months, but yes, it is. The wheels of civility are turning and it's crushing a lot of people in its path. I don't think going away to Canada is my answer just yet. Though I have been considering seeking counsel from some people there, going away for a few weeks.
Probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah. And even just going to see some old friends for a little while is always good, right? Even if it's not permanent, at least not yet.
Sometimes I look at this place and I hate what it's turned into. I'm here out of obligation to see something through that is past my time. But I think
What's that? Because we tried to pass on our wisdom. We tried to tell the people in the fort what they were doing wasn't going to go well, and what happened.
that's the thing. Only a select few in the West, I think, are worthy of getting taught. 99.89% of them are fucking disloyal scumbag snake cowards that are just self-serving. People I have no business being around. That's not to say that there are people there that I think could learn or are worthy to work with, but this place has changed.
Sure. I mean, like I said, yesterday I stuck my neck out for somebody just because they told me they were from out here. Would any of those people do the same for me? I don't know.
That's right.
But it ain't gonna change who I am. It ain't gonna change what I believe in.
I
I
did
mean,
meet with
end of
Growler.
the day,
Go on, kid.
I was just going to say, words of wisdom is, it's something, but a lot of the time people don't learn until they're hands on with a situation and they learn from their mistakes, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But when it's the army coming down on you with a Gatling gun, it's it's a rude awakening.
Sometimes that's the worst way to learn, right? When it's too late. But people have to learn somehow. You can only tell people so much. Whether they're willing to listen is another thing.
That's the thing. Some things can be taught, but there are some things that just can't be taught. There are some things that are part of your basic moral fiber that are just there from birth, and things like that can't be taught. How loyal you are to someone, your convictions, a degree of that can be taught, but sometimes it's just there to begin with. You're either that person or you're not. And as it stands, a lot of what I've seen from Thieves Landing and beyond are a lot of self-serving people that don't know the meaning of the word loyalty. Just people who are in it for the highest dollar, and as soon as you've served their needs, they'll move on to the next thing. Loyalty has been lost in the West for a long time. And I genuinely believe the only doesn't matter no more. But I had a meeting with Growler and we seemed to be on the same page about a lot of things in regards to the West. Met a few of his people. I respect the people that are fighting and not just running away from these wheels of civility. Because if you choose to live in this life, then you should be prepared to die in the life, not run away when things get hard. And if I were to leave this place, I'd be doing so not because it's getting too hard, but because I feel like I've done everything I need to do and I've got nothing left to prove. I'm here for others more than myself at this point. Because I think there are some things worth passing on, and that it shouldn't die with me or leave with me.
Sure. Well, I see it, Daza. We're nothing but thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We're more ghosts than people now. Make ourselves known when we have to. Living life on the run. Outskirts. But we chose this life because it's what makes sense to us, right?
That's the thing about ghosts. People fear them, people talk about them, but you never see them, do you?
Sure. Or names whispered on the lips of the ladies at the Plucky Cactus. The telegram person at Blackwater. The news reporter in St. Denis. Daza. The Archer of the West. The Bastards. Castor Frey. Mills. Goldman. Soon
You
all we're
know,
gonna be is dust.
one of the shootouts me and Dazzle had was right out here, not too far from Benedict. And I said something. I was just being brazen, but I said, let's show the law what the quills are all about, because it was myself, Dazzle, few other people who ran with the quills a good while back, Barton. And the law's response was, who? It just kind of, I don't know, it struck a chord.
I'm sure it does.
It just made me realize that how quickly things can be forgotten if there's no one around to tell the story. A lot
That's
of
right.
these outlaws out west just, they didn't have the same people we had. They didn't have Zip. Like Zip had, how Zip had Jack, how you had Zip, and everyone else before you who brought down these teachings, and now you have all these outlaws running around with their own ideals and visions of how they want to live their lives. But at the end of the day, these ideals and, I guess, principles that were built upon, they were built for a reason, and that reason was simply so we could survive in this life, but also respect the life that we live.
Yeah. But, kid, there are some things you just can't buy. A lot of people out here, they're selling themselves, they're whoring themselves as mercenaries for the highest bidder, but you can't buy losing a leg for someone, what Gabe did for me. You can't buy that. You can't buy Zip pulling me off the street, giving me a shot, giving me a purpose. You can't buy that. I can stand here with the benefit of hindsight, and I can tell you right now that sometimes you don't realise what you have until it's gone. I can stand here and tell you right now that I can safely say the only gang leader that was ever truly loyal to me until the end was Zip Quill. And that type of loyalty cannot be bought. Guns can be bought, but loyalty can't. The things Gabe's done for me, the things I've done for him, things like that cannot be bought. That's what this place has forgotten. And it saddens me deeply.
Yeah. Kind of makes you feel sorry for the folk out here.
Lenny, Angel.
As far as I
gotta-
could tell, a lot of these gangs that are running out here, running out of Fort Mercer, running out of anywhere in the West, hell, any gang in the crossing would probably sell someone out if the price was right. But you can't put a price on loyalty.
I see all these people making moves out here and I respect it, but a lot of these people I don't trust as far as I can throw. I trust them to shoot in the right direction, but when it comes to loyalty, 80-90% of them just aren't trustworthy. It's more about aligning yourself with people who you think will serve your benefits and then tossing them aside when you've got nothing more to take from them. That's what the West has become about to me. There's only a few people out here that are still pushing the old memory, the old ways. And I'm sure once they get me, it'll
100%.
fucking die with me too.
Yeah, well, these gangs out here, like you said, will probably toss someone to the wolves if they feel like they've wronged them. But at the same time, like I said, loyalty is priceless. It's knowing that someone in your gang might have fucked up, but it's having their back anyway. Help them see through it. And not toss them out and leave them to fend for themselves or put a bullet in their back.
But you see, a lot like these bandages over my eyes, my foot in the old ways has made me blind to a lot of things because maybe someone out here is worthy. Maybe there are more people than I think they are that can be taught these things and that can learn these things. But I don't teach it because I hold back because of my own distrust from what I've seen over the years. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. But I've always been stuck in the past. It's how I live my life. Maybe some more folk out here are worthy of it and I can't see it yet. Or maybe not. Only way to know is to test it out.
Well, like you said, Zip gave you a shot, right?
Yeah. The monster. The sick, twisted monster. Well, that sick, twisted monster did more for me than a lot. People only want to see that side of him, but only a select few saw the other side. People aren't the pictures that others like to paint. Not most of it. You know, and even Zip and I, we did things differently. Zip was into torture, he loved to torture, I wasn't so much a torturer. Me, if I had someone, I wouldn't waste time torturing them, I'd just shoot them down, machete them down. I wasn't one for taking fingers, eyes, cutting into skin, killing horses. You know, I took the
You ever eat a
fundamentals.
horse?
No, I don't fucking eat horses, no.
I bit a horse. Not that bad.
Yeah, that's what that's what Zip got the new generation of quills to do, from what I heard.
Yeah, we solid up at his horse and it.
Let's see. That's the thing about Zip. Zip didn't make replicas of himself. He fostered people and he made leaders. He didn't make followers, he made leaders. Maybe there are a few more left I can make out here.
Yeah. There's one thing for certain, there's probably never going to be another Zip.
That's right, just like there won't be another Gabe, or there won't be another Dazzle, or there won't be another Oscar, or there won't be another fucking Dahlia, or... What makes you you is specific to you. I have my own way of doing things just like Zip did, just like whoever preceded Zip did. Take the teachings, but apply them in your own way. That's what I did. And the fact of the matter is, the state of the West, a lot like me, is half dead. I'd say more than half dead. Loyalty is bought these days, not earned. And even then it's never truly bought, because the people that are offering themselves as guns will sooner shoot you in the back and move on to the next person than stick it out. That's why I have a distrust of mercenaries.
I feel like you emphasize Mercer there, but I'm not sure.
Nothing specifically. Anyway, I'm gonna need to speak to Dahlia when I see her next.
Yeah, it sounds like you both need to have a conversation. Like I said, I can't really judge her for it. I've been guilty of doing very similar things. I won't lie, it is effective. It works. Probably why she does it.
Yeah, I just don't believe in going after people who have nothing to do with it. I believe in going after the source, always have. So her way is not my way, and I don't want nothing to do with it, if she is going to pursue that. And that's something I'm going to make clear to her. If I want to do something, I'll do it of my own accord. I'm not going to go after fucking loved ones hiding in bushes. Never been how I've done things, ever. Ever.
Well, steady on there. There's nothing wrong with hiding in a bush.
I mean, I've hidden a fucking bush or two when I'm escaping law. I mean, you should see me. I'm one of the best fucking bushwhackers out there. Crawling on the belly from bush to bush.
Uh-huh. I mean, how do you think I got Lou? Sat in the bush for like over an hour and a half. Or two, maybe it was 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I waited for hours to wait until Kookaburra was in the Valentine poker table and I shot him.
As long as you get the person responsible, right?
Same way Jinx waited for me to be alone in the telegram office. She went after the source, that was me. In a way I can understand.
Well, again, Dahlia is obviously doing what she was taught to do from whoever she rode with beforehand. So, she was taught, can't really fault her for that. Like I said, it is effective. Is it right? Is it morally right? Probably not.
No, it's
Does it
not
work?
about
Absolutely.
it's not about what's morally right and what ain't, because we're fucking outlaws at the end of the day. We're not moral people. We do fucked up shit. It's just a matter of convictions. I don't believe in going after people who aren't the source. Me and the bastards, we fought alongside each other many times, but we had differences of views. I go after the person responsible. I don't do things the way the bastards did. I do things my way. So she's free to do what she wants, but I ain't going to be going after no loved ones with her. It's not how I have ever conducted myself, ever.
Well, you're all more than well equipped and perfectly capable of handling little Jinxie. So,
I said, she pretty much told me, she said in a gunfight she didn't feel like she'd be able to get the job done, hence why she ambushed me. She could have easily put a gun in my hand, said let's duke it out, but she was frightened.
I mean, has she ever seen you fight before or something?
She saw me shoot down her father in Thieves Landing.
Well, there you go. I mean, dazzle you around the block once or twice, and Jinx will.
She's a young kid with so much left to fucking learn. So much left to learn until she doesn't know the start of it. She thinks she does, but she don't know a damn thing yet.
I mean, when she came into Thieves Landing, wanted to have a conversation, she was trembling then too. And I'm about as fresh-faced as she is.
Trial by fire, kid. Trial by fire. That being said, I do need to rest here. I may be back a bit later, but I have to lay my head.
I'll tell Dahlia we moved you to Plainview.
Yeah. You can tell her what I said if you see her before me, but I'll talk to her.
I'd rather you tell that to her. She'll kill me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
alright.
staying out with that one.
You'll take care.
Have a good night.
Sorry guys, I have to end early. Maybe I'll stream a bit later. I'll try and come back, but I have to go. Like, I literally have to get out of the... I have to leave the house and go do some stuff. Really great scene. I'm super excited of what's to come, and who knows, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but there is definitely some stuff cooking and some potential for some really cool scenes. So Dazza does not agree with going after loved ones. He never has. Like, if anyone here has followed the story of Dazza, like, even when they fucked up Baby, like when the goons fucked up Baby, Dazza went after Taylor. Taylor from the goons passed on the information that got Baby hurt, and snaked, in Dazza's eyes, kind of snaked the crew. So he went after Taylor and had a 1v1 and shot Taylor. Like, he doesn't go after loved ones. Like, Dazza's never been about that. He's not about, like, going after loved ones and shit. So we'll see how that plays out. Dazza always keeps his word. He goes after the source. Anyone who knows Dazza knows that. Okay. We could raid atop of Derrick Mountain. Yeah, I'm really keen to see what the next scene with Jinx will be like. But it's all about pacing, you know, pace it out, build the tension. It's about tension building. So, we shall see. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what Daz is going to do yet. We'll see, but